body, I got paid somebody, keep checking my pose. Walking in the club with no warning, take care of the money, they swing on the water on me like the sunny, I shine when it's sunny, this platinum and rose. Gonna out the street when I go to DC, I'ma see the mode. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me long, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my...
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the San Francisco 49ers. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Daniel. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pick up there, 26 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. That is caught inside the 5. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. In for the score. And the Niners have taken the early lead. The touchdown giving them the first quarter lead. Remember, they lost a rough game 2 weeks ago. Then they had to sit through the open week, but a good start here.
And just think about everyone around them, everyone around the organization. When you lose headed into that open week, everyone's cringing because you don't have a chance to get on the horse and ride it again for at least 2 weeks. Well, they were able to take that time, use it constructively, and now they're back in form.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Daniel. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Daniel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ross. 23 yards on the play. Mixon with a first down carry. And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Gano out to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could happen.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for the Niners. 56 yards.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. This is Breida, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know the securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the three.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Bengals getting set to go. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Hey, hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, now it's by the stove. Big beside this case is once. Do me dirty, I'ma find you, lay your out on the flow. 19 with a I got rich by myself. Rather do this alone, I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting. Now they see me out in public and be knowing what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming from my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been know my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his fit, just to stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up, now he's on the data. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo.
I got paranoia, got me losing on my Z's all day. Good Lord, mama praying on the knees all day. If you still frontin' when I up it, I'ma squeeze. Bad companies, bad for your company. Bad companies, bad for your company. Company in the ski mask in case you come for me. Got it in the ski mask in case you come for me. When I say I got beef, they don't want no beef. When they say they got beef, they don't wanna eat. If you said they want, they don't want no steam. She put it on it. Had a bachelor's degree.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the San Francisco 49ers. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll start on the ground with Breda. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. Stanford. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Jordan Willis in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They go play action here on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now a play fake here on 1st down. To Mixon on the check down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Daniel. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Ross. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? He'll look to throw. Finds his target, Montgomery. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. Finally, an incompletion. He was 5 of 5 before that last throw to start this game.
So he is human. All right, so we found out after the way he began, okay, he can have an incompletion here or there. But I love what they've done right from the word go. They just need to pay it off with a touchdown now.
Lucky 56. Gone.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ross. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it's got to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field strengths has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he bulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The 49ers offense now. They work their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Bengals have recovered it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
All right, here we go.
Now back to throw. He finds Ross. Right side, it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Back to throw. Stafford. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 15 and a first. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Stafford finds a seam inside the 40. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. '49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Stafford. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge, ruled incomplete.
Scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run with Breida. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They snap it to Stafford. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. On the sneak, it's Stanford. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the 49ers are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And out now, here come the Bengals. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On play action, they'll throw. On the move to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Daniel. He got 29 yards that time.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Ty Montgomery, former star at nearby Stanford. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Looking to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tavarius Moore.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Stafford on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. On 1st down, Stafford here. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there as the 1st half is winding down. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he knocks it through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Lucky 56.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Again, it's Mixon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
A handoff to Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. This quarterback now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Daniel. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the 1st down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. They come out here in the eye. Here's a run with Mixon. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. This call down near the goal line. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal.
All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
That was a statement stop right there. Now it forces the opposing head coach to answer this question. What do you do on 4th down?
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a 1st down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
And Gano's kick is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Daniel. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Detroit! Detroit! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. Jordan Reed has it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, 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 gone. Gone, 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 gone. Cut.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. On second down, here's Stafford. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. From the gun, here's Stafford. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, go here!
Now a first down throw. Stafford. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Set, lady! Hey, go here!
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a solid pickup of 11, and it's 2nd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Daniel. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now Joe Mixon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
They'll set up a throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, 22. Here we go. Single. White.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And all the way to the opposite 48. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll toss it to Breida. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here we go. Tag 50. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. In for the score. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
This throw caught right around the 6. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Gone, gone. Detroit! Detroit!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 36, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing here, Stafford. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Now it's Stafford. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A lot